Are you thinking about moving to Spain? How do you choose where to live? Here is the ultimate checklist of the 20 things you need to consider. Part 1. Number 1. Access. This whole list is all about making sure you have access to the lifestyle you want and balancing that with having the access to what you need. Keep this in mind. Number 2. Employment. Are you working or retiring? If you're retired, the world is your oyster. But if you're working, you need to have access to your clients and all of the things you need for your business, which usually means being in a city or within easy reach of one. Number 3. Climate. Spain isn't just hot and sunny. There's enough snow for skiing in the winter in places, even down south. And the north is much more temperate with rain and greenery and proper seasons. Number 4. Roads. Wherever you choose in Spain, make sure you're not too far from a main road. You may like the peace and quiet, but there are times when you'll need something that only a city or large town can provide. And if you feel the need often enough, you don't want it to be a 4-hour round trip, however beautiful the scenery is. Number 5. Medical. Whether it's an emergency or a regular prescription, it helps to be not too far from a hospital, your local health centre and the pharmacy. There's no way of knowing what you might need or when you might need it. Don't assume you're going to be healthy forever. And if you're on private healthcare, make sure you're not too far from a health centre that's linked to your healthcare insurance provider. We're halfway through part 1. Click on the like button if this video is useful to you. Number 6. Winter. Some towns, especially in tourist areas, are deserted in the winter, and lots of businesses are seasonal. Make sure you visit at different times of the year so you can be certain you like a place all of the time. Isolation can be a problem for some people. Number 7. Size. Do you like big cities, smaller cities, towns, villages, or no buildings at all? They all have different characters and features, and it's important to consider your practical needs as well as what it feels like. Number 8. Driving. Make sure you have a car that's suitable for your environment if you need one. And if your nearest amenities and local restaurants can't be reached on foot, bear in mind someone has to be sober to drive you home each time you want a drink. 2 more to go in part 1. There's another 10 in part 2 next week. Subscribe to YouTooSpain and check out all of the other really useful videos. And there's a live show every Saturday and my video diary every Friday about living here in Spain. There are so many answers on YouTooSpain that you need. Number 9. Community. Do you want to immerse yourself in Spanish and be part of your local community, or would you prefer to be in a mainly expat urbanization or somewhere in between? Number 10. Languages. You need to speak Spanish to a greater or lesser degree depending on where you live. Even in the tourist areas, it pays to have a good grasp of the language. Also, in the north of Spain especially, there are other languages like Catalan, Galician and Basque spoken. So it's helpful if you live there to know at least a few words and phrases. It's definitely worth the effort for the response you'll get. So that's part 1. Look out for part 2 with 10 more tips for choosing where to live. And if you have any questions, there are lots more answers where these came from. Just ask me in the comments below. See you on the next video. Peace and love. Let's dance.